Hello, beautiful twin flames. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. So I'm excited to be doing a divine masculine reading today. And thank you first of all, for everyone who has given support, whether it just be an email, purchasing a reading. Anyway, I'm going to do a special because I really want to do as many readings as possible and for as many people as possible. So I'm going to do a special $11.11 for an 11 card reading. And I usually have been doing it within 22 hours this week for this special. So, okay, so today I have laid out, let's see, the cards, and I actually haven't seen them, so it's kind of exciting. So normally I draw them on camera, but a couple times recently I've been pulling them first, which part of it is that it takes so much time, and I feel like I stress out because I kind of feel like I have to hurry, which they come out almost faster when I pull them out prior, but I have no idea what these say. So this is going to be fun. So for me with my DM, things have been pretty good. Well, it's been hard. It's not that it's good as far as like our communication on some of the issues that we were having. And we've been building there, but I guess the energy is like yesterday was kind of a hard night for him, and he didn't sleep all night. And then I think today, and we've talked all day, but he hasn't really shared his heart. But I just think this will be cool to look into this. And what I was thinking about before the reading was like, what's going on this year with the divine masculine coming up. So that's kind of, so, okay. So you saw how I laid them. So I've got 1, 3, 5, 5, 6, 2. So it took me a few minutes. Most of it came out, but then I kind of, I think I didn't move any cards, I guess. I don't know. I counted them, and I didn't know if it should be 21 or 22. I do 22 a lot, which 21's typical spread. But then I looked at the clock and it said 7:22, which now it's about to say, yeah. So I was like, okay, 22 cards. So, okay. So I'm going to flip them all over. Wow. It's a lot. I mean, there's 20. I don't know. There's a lot of reversals. I do read reversals, but today I'm going to, I don't know if these are all, I don't believe that they're all in reverse. Okay. So this is one of the first readings that the Two of Cups hasn't come out for a while. That's one of the first things I noticed. One of the cards that always comes out is here, the Ten of Cups, but it's in reverse. And I'm just going to start from the top then as a progression. Well, I think these two cards, gosh, I just don't know how long in advance this is. Or I think these two cards are supposed to come first though. So these were on the side, and this is like an overall energy. And so the Three of Swords is about, this can be about like despair and misfortune, pain, anguish, which makes sense. And a lot of times I've seen this as like, well, it could be third party energy or like something that's causing pain and conflict, toxicity. And then we have the Hanged Man. So there's some waiting game. And the masculine knows he's waiting. Like he knows. I also see the 12, which kind of corresponds to the December for me. Or the end of the year. And I'm getting that like this pain and stuff, this anguish, that it's tied to, like this is current energy, which isn't very great. But it's positive as far as that. The Hanging Man is suspended motion. So he's choosing. So it's not really a negative card, but this is a waiting game, and it came out with the Three of Swords, which is, this is causing pain. Like this action that isn't able to be taken, or this completion, or this new beginning that hasn't been able to come through. And I noticed the red at both these, like the color, I thought someone was coming. The color is kind of parallel or mirroring. So it's kind of tough energy. But I'm getting like it's a waiting game that's causing this. And the good thing is that like when he drops, like it's going to remove this sword. This guy's, I guess what I'm getting, which is kind of like, well, yeah, I mean, he'll drop and it would be removed from above. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's right side up. Okay. So a lot of these are in reverse, but some of them are like the same meanings. Okay, I'm just going to read what I get. So 7 of Wands. This is like a very defensive, stubborn, like on his own. And he's like just trying to protect himself. And it's like I think he's tired of this because it was in reverse. But this can be like a stubborn energy. But I always see that, whoops, the guy that like he's standing there. He's standing above, like it's these people are below him. Like he knows that he's righteous, that he's full of light, that he's divine. He knows he's special. He knows he's strong. He is, but it's, yeah, I don't know if that's really reverse. I think it's just the same. So like, it doesn't matter that's in reverse. Okay, then we do have three very positive cards. And what I'm getting is, this is like what the Divine Masculine sees. And then we're going to go into this big, long, I don't know, all this chain of events and stuff or all this other stuff. But these 3 came out together and they're 3 very positive cards. And the last one is right side up, but the other ones were reversed. So first we have the Ace of Cups, which is like overflowing love, positivity, joy, total fulfillment, abundance, and it's in reverse, and I'm getting that it's like just resources being drained and like the love being drained. And because next came the 10 of Cups, which is one of my favorite cards. This is like a very positive, this comes out in every single reading, but it's not usually in reverse, so it hasn't been. But it's because these are like this, it's this waiting game. But this one was right at the top. Now that I'm seeing this totally makes sense. This was right at the top, and he is standing above all this bullshit. And this whole thing is going to be what he's standing above. So all this stuff we're going to go through, some of it's not, you know, not all negative, but it's stuff that, like, despite all of it, anything that's said, he's on the top. So that's good. Okay. And on top of that, it's like right below, like he's got, this is supporting him, I guess is what I'm getting. Like the knowledge of these, and I'm going to go through the next card next, but the 10 of Cups is like a happy family, stability, happy home life. Like he's not happy with his home, and he doesn't have abundance surrounding him, but he does not have this. But this is what he sees with the Divine Feminine. And so it's holding him up. I mean, these are right below him, but we're going to go through some more energy. Okay, so then we had the 6 of Cups, though, which is it's like a very innocent, pure love. This was right side up. This is right side up. And this is like what's keeping him, like this is a youthful guy too, you know? And this is about friendship. This is about giving, like him being generous. It's about nostalgia. It could be about childhood memories, and like he feeling. I'm just getting like really innocent and pure, and like him wanting to offer. Which we've got another card coming up. I'm seeing right now. It's catching my eye. That has to do with this, but him wanting to offer. To give, like the cups are about emotions and love, and also creativity and expression, but it's a very, like, taking the lead. The feminine's apprehensive. I always see that a little. Okay, so then we have the 3 of... I don't know who that was that texted me in the middle of my reading. Okay. I just like it. I can't. Well, yeah, it was a picture, and then I like just paused. Okay. So Okay, so we have giving love. Like he's freely giving. All these cards, I just realized this. All these cards are about love. They're all cups. All 3 in a row. That's cool, huh? This is about action and movement, but not really movement, like standing your, like an action. And then these are all love. And then we get into some of these challenging areas here. So first we have celebration, joyfulness, and just enjoying the moment. And this is in reverse. And like this is lacking major. Like what I talked about, he's not happy with his home, but like this is about like they've got all this fruit under them and wine and like food and just flourishing kind of like below their feet. I see the grass and just like being happy in your environment, being in the moment and like grounded, and it's just lacking. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which I'm seeing as like charity, giving, and generosity, and this is an energy that he wants to have, but he's struggling with having or being able to do. Or possibly he gave to the wrong people. Like he gave, maybe he was like, maybe he's feeling bad about, like just, spending all his money, like, you know, and then now he's regretting that, like he made bad choices or just like threw his money around. I think I'm getting more of that. And then we have another reverse. See, I see now, this is like really interesting how this, if you look at it, we have Judgment in reverse. And I often see this as like very much standing in your fire, your power, and like in the fire, and like how she's just so confident, power pose there, you know, and like despite this fire around her, like she's not being burned because she's not evil. She's like gonna win. Maybe that's the wrong word. She's gonna like be conquer. I don't know why I can't talk. She's gonna be like karma, like rewarded karma for. And this is in reverse, and I'm seeing that he's like feeling it's hard to be strong. He's having a hard time being like he's able to be strong physically kind of, and his physical like action or the way he is like on the outward appearance, but he's having a hard time being strong in his power, like in his truth, and that he's a divine being, that he's special, that he's positive, that he's loved, that he's like, it's like burning him up, you know. And then we have the Knight of Cups upright finally. So this is about, it's a refreshing, youthful, rushing in. It's about love, messages of love, feelings, and expression. And like this is right side up, but this is what I said about this. Like giving, he's like giving, it's emotional. And like he, notice how and I'm looking, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Wow, really? Every card in this reading is reversed except for the cups. And there's 2 wands, like the one that's him. Every other card's reversed except for the wands. There's going to be 1 more wands, and then those, you know, and then they're all reversed except for the cups. So I'm getting that he's this feeling side and these emotions and this love, that he's coming into this, and this is a very youthful, like can be unsettled, but I'm getting a positive, like this is kind of carrying him through all this. So after all this, you know, not being able to relax, feeling like maybe you've thrown your money around, or like you don't have to give what you want to give, and then feeling like misunderstood, and just having like a hard time trusting in yourself to be like, okay, I'm you know, I am a good person. But then he's rushing through with these emotions of love. He rushed through all that stuff with this. And then, yeah, that's cool. And then we have the 5 of Wands. which is in his physical environment. It's like conflict. It's people that maybe don't believe in the feminine or doubt it, or it could be like barriers with work or material, but it's people on defense and like they're just watching out for themselves, and it's just the energy like around him, and I'm just getting that that's like around him, like he's gonna go right through it. Look how fast. Well, like this way, but well, I mean, he's not gonna have a problem getting around that or through that, but it's there, it exists, but it's not a huge, like, I mean, this isn't great. That's not a great energy, but this one, some of these are more just like his issues, but he's getting through them. Like he's identifying it, but he has to, just as the divine feminine had to, he has to go through all this, which sucks. It's what I told him. I tried to start a video yesterday. I should just have like posted maybe the part of it, but I had just talked to him and it was a weird convo and ended up like, I don't know, we talked quite a bit, but there was a while where I mean, it wasn't anything bad with us, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I told him on the phone, I was like, you know, you were strong, you were special, remember who you are. Like he doesn't know, you know, we haven't talked about everything, but it's like we've been talking about some spirituality and just trying to explain to him, like, you have to, it's hard because I wish I could help him, but I just know that you have to go through this yourself and you have to feel this, and like, this is why you're feeling this. And like he doesn't understand, you know, the moons or ascension symptoms or other things, like, you know, my ears are ringing or whatever, like, so I kind of tell him stuff sometimes. I don't know, he doesn't, he says thank you, you know, but he doesn't always say like, oh yeah, I totally believe that, or, and I mean, I told him I always know what's going on with you, but I don't know if he fully believes me. I think he does, but if he were to watch like the videos or something, I don't know, I don't want him to, but okay. So he's having a hard time being strong right now. He's just like feeling weak right now, like feeling run down and beat down. And this Wheel of Fortune, it's like despair. It's in reverse. It's like despair and just total dark hour. And I always say this is like the butterfly in the cocoon. That's interesting because the next one has a butterfly though. This is like the caterpillar in the cocoon. And it's like despair. It just, this Wheel of Fortune needs to turn, and he deserves. I feel like this is, I feel like it might be emotional, but I don't know if it's just that. Okay, but this Wheel of Fortune needs to turn. And then the next card is the Queen of Swords, which has a butterfly, which is weird, but this is a cutting out. And I'm getting like a cutting woman. This came out the other day. It's in reverse though, but yeah, I'm getting like that these, oh, okay, this is what he saw the divine feminine as the other day, which I didn't know really why, but I can see because it's like a youthful energy, and it is kind of like, I mean, they're the young, he's in this, like, because you're both growing and maturing. This is a very young, like, you both, this is your young love, like, blossoming, but it's youthful. This is youthful, not youthful like a baby or whatever, but it's like coming into your power, you know. There's no other, I guess we've got another page, but this is all the youthful energy. But what I'm getting, because this I believe is how he views the feminine, and like it's kind of the goal, and it's, you know, we had this Page of Cups like galloping through, what? Okay, galloping through, and then in the next row we have this at the end. And what I'm getting is like these feminines. So he had in the past, these are both in reverse. It means the past. First of all, he had a woman or women that were cold and just like all business. Like they weren't about emotions or, yeah, I guess just like cold. But I got the other day, and I guess I see that now. It's like she just didn't care at all. Like no emotion at all, which is worse than like being passionate. And then next, we got the Page of Swords in it. It's reverse. I'm just getting a negative, and it's like someone who just rushes in without thinking about their words. And she just is like immature and has her issues. And this is like maybe the same person or multiple people. But this is what he wants to leave behind. Like these swords and this Wheel of Fortune. Like he has to have the strength also. This is, I guess, what I got this whole chain. To change something. To get out of this wheel. Like for the Wheel of Fortune to change. And it's going to eliminate them. And then we've got the Divine Feminine. Which she's like innocent, pure. And he sees her as so like she hasn't done anything. He knows that she's good. And he's good too. He's like divine. But he just doesn't quite know that. And I said pure. This is very pure. Very pure energy. Okay. And then messages. Communication. Like something is blocked. Communication. Something he is not telling you. And I'm getting that. It's something to do with money or work. And what is he not telling you? Or maybe he's got a surprise. Maybe he's working on something. Maybe he's working on something. Maybe it's a good. But this is about hard work, determination. Oh my gosh, hard work, determination. And I don't know. I said I wasn't going to read reversals before. I think that's what this is saying to me, but hang on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think he's working on something. And it's what I said. I mean, it's what it means. But this, some type of communication or like he's waiting to tell or he's not telling. And then I think he's waiting for this. He's waiting for justice to be served. And this came out the other day for himself. But I believe it has to do with the Hanged Man. Which, this makes sense for me now that I'm saying this. But he's waiting for justice to be served for him. But justice is also being waited on for the Divine Feminine. Something is needing to be closed out. And this is about getting what you deserve. It's another about karma, which I talked about here. Right in the middle. This is exactly right in the middle of this whole thing. Is about karma. And then now we have it coming. But it's waiting. The waiting game. Okay. And then I have... So I'm getting that these cards have to do with him moving. Okay. At the beginning of this, it's hard to, when I like notice things and then I'm like, the cards are out of order. I mean, they're in order. It's just, I'm trying to explain to you. The page was first in the row. The Page of Wands. And I said that there's something that's not, it could be an action not taken. But it's about like messages usually in the beginnings and positivity optimism. But then at the end of the row, we have the King of Wands. And what I'm getting is like, when this wheel turns, all these reversed cards here, like he's going to be the full king, but right, he's just not able to be that yet. This is a guy that's like, he's moving, like he's making moves. And what's stopping that? Like, I don't know why this is reversed. So it's a 5 of Cups. This is about, like, he's got these cups in front of him and he is, oh, you know what? I said that all the cups were right side up, but there was one that wasn't, and it's this. And it's the only one that's negative. And it is in reverse, so it is, but what I got right away that this is in the past, but it's like crying over spilled milk is how I look at it, but it's like these past hurts and relationships, like he needs to leave that behind because he has this two of cups. And I said that the 2 of Cups wasn't in the reading, but it is. It's right there. And it is in the past, or this will be left behind. And you know what? It's justice. Hopefully this freaking justice comes. My gosh. Okay. That would be amazing. And then it's going to provide balance, but it's going to provide like a mutual give and take. And I got this yesterday. and I also heard it in another reading, but about like how you equally contribute to the relationship, and you're balanced. It's like balancing logical and feeling, and it's very tranquil and peaceful, and I'm getting that, yeah, this is moving. This guy's ready to move here, to make moves. So, okay, let me see. Maybe I'll get one more card or two to finish it out. That was kind of a fun reading. Okay. I don't know what the card's going to be. I'm just going to see. Well, I don't think I need that many. Okay, sorry. Yeah, please reach out in the description if you'd like to get a reading. Whoops. I would really like to do as many. I've been doing a lot lately, but I more in person, so. Okay. Let's get one more card, please. See, this is why I don't shuffling. Okay, 2 cards, I guess. How nice. Okay, first we have the Nine of Wands. That was first. And I got 1 in reverse behind it. So this is coming out. This came out like yesterday and stuff too. In another meeting. It's like a lot like this guy. Except for this guy's younger. This guy's a little more solid. But he's like battered and bruised. He's fought that fight and he's like stacked up all these battles and he's ready to. This guy is on his toes. This guy is a little bit more grounded. I feel like, okay, I feel like he's protective. This is being protective. And do you know what the card is behind it? 2 of Cups. So I knew that was going to come out. That's why I was like, I'm going to draw another card. But this is in reverse. But I get that he's like protecting you guys. It's in front of it. And this is about union, your divine partnership. It's about mutual give and take, love, friendship, best friends, light. This is God blessed, divinely guided, grounded, solid, full of energy and passion. Yeah, and so he's protective of it. Like he is with all these other energies, like despite that all, I mean, like, yeah, and I always see this, for some reason, reminds me of this one. But yeah, like you've matured. Like he sees what you guys have. He knows it's special and what you can be. So thank you very much for reading, and I hope you have a good week, and hopefully I'll do another reading soon. Thank you.